Hey everyone, which is Brawl here, and yeah, and I know this shadow came out last weekend, but of course I worked. I was exhausted from working for 4 days straight. I was pretty much exhausted. I couldn't do a video yesterday to do lack of privacy. I could have tried doing it on yesterday, but I didn't have the privacy much needed. So I had the privacy much as I can at this point, and I have only like half an hour at least or so, or at least an hour to do this. However, I'm here doing chapter 307 of Food Wars, and for the last chapter we have the beginning moments of the match between Soma and Asahi, and it looks like Soma has strengthened his resolve to move forward towards his not only his dad but also Asahi. But it looks like Asahi's not gonna make that much easy for him. So we'll see how things turn out here in this chapter. And what they'll do, this is Cross Knights versus someone with a superhuman ability, while one doesn't have one, or at least as well stated, but it's kind of this matchup. So here we go. I thought I'd seen everything. So Asahi's Cross Knights had to offer, but if he keeps going to these little skills, the gap will only get wider. How will Yuki a boy? I don't know who's saying Yuki, but I like the kind of people, when older characters keep referring the word boy into someone's name. How will Yukibo ever catch up? Yeah, we still have no word of potential release it for 4th season, but hopefully at some point later down the line we get an announcement. Because I'm dying for season 4, man. Yeah, okay, right. The themes of this theme, the skin of me. I guess I'm going to go that far. So you finally narrowed your options, eh? No, I haven't really narrowed them down at all. Expanding them, if anything. Huh? Starting now, I'll cook 1 dish for each of the 5 great cuisines. That is, I'm going to make 5 dishes in all. And then, it looks like, what? And then, at the end, I'm going to combine all of them into one. That'll be my finished dish. I love the way you did the hand. I don't know what's the point of this hand motion here, but that did not look right, and so that does not even look right. Create 5 dishes. He should have done like this, but no, he said he went like this, so that's weird. And both of Asahi, Gin, one of the elders from Megan, he's like completely forgot saying, hey, no, we're all looking at him with the stone like, what? What was that kid saying? Alright, let's keep it. And he doesn't care. He's like, let's pick up the pace. Let's get it right. So he doesn't even care about what he's saying. What else is he playing at? Combining together combining together. Can't even speak to them, trying to get something done. Combining together finished dishes? Does he think he's playing with blocks? Each of the 5 great cuisines use different ingredients and seasonings. They're as different as can be. There's no way he can just toss together and finish dishes like that. It can be done, but various degrees of success it does. Given the amount of time they have, he'd be hard-pressed just to make 1 dish. 5? Please. Why won't anyone give themselves more work? And then he'll laughingly guy at that. I guarantee you this. That boy will lose without even completing his dish. And he said it so creepily, soundingly too. He's not your pointless gambling. If you're going to fail spectacularly, I see it. I feel pretty lonely if I'm not the only one whose dish makes the judging. Possibility lies at the edge of failure. Only by doing what no one else would ever think to do, am I going to fulfill this order. But let me read that again. Possibility lies at the edge of failure. Only by doing what no one else would ever think to, I am going to fulfill this order. Just because this match involves combining multiple cooking genres doesn't mean you can just be doing a dish. Just be doing a dish and you bum. If it does go well, he really might make a dish that no one's ever seen before. I'll be honest. He's trying to catch smoke in his hands, but Yuki's thing has always been to do whatever it takes to make the customer happy. if he can make this plan succeed, he really will make the sort of never-before-seen dish the bookmaster is after. Words of encouragement from Nikimi and Takumi Aldini. Really speaks on he says, I've pure faith in the guy. We're used to this stuff, to be honest. Yeah, he is always after some wild goal in his battles. And all the Polar Dorm residents can attest to that too. You guys always gone for the impossible and somehow made it work. Do it one more time. I kind of want to see a flash of all the dishes that he's made in the past that got him to this point. I kind of want to see a montage of that. There you are, Aina. All may not get easy. Cross knives certainly is quite powerful, but I have always put more stock in the power of practice. Ooh, a sound effect in the background. What happens here? Chopping onions, and Aina turns around, sees the flowing headband. He's cutting onions, apples, mushrooms, and a bunch of other stuff. I think orange. I think it's an orange. Oh, he slices him just so. And look at him, he just slices them. It's just like, right as he's spinning in a circle, like now he's not spinning. Well, it's kind of hard to tell the animation here, but he's standing, knife in hand, spinning around like he's swinging a blade, swinging in a circle. An absolutely unbelievable sight. Throws in the pan and pours in both French and Italian broths, various sorts of Chinese sauces, cut and prepared lamb meat, which has an endless uses in Turkish cuisine, and an Indian foundation, a starter spice. Combining together specific spices and frying them in oil at the beginning of one's cooking to bring out strong fragrances is one of the fundamental techniques of Indian cooking. It is called tempering in English. He's really taken on the cooking processes of each of these 5 dishes at once. A man worth of 1,000 others. He charges forward. How many pages I had left? Look, I was told 7 left. Okay, cutting, preparing, and everything. Oh, wait. Do I think I see? Oh, I know. We're seeing a lot of them right here. There's one panel here. We have a panel. Okay, for those who read the chapter before me, but I know for some of you didn't. Who don't watch Food Wars, you know what I'm talking about. You watch most of my videos, you know what I'm talking to, bud. Oh, looks like Sasi finished this dish first. What sort of dish he made? He's carrying 2 plates. He's already exhausted. Even also, he's very exhausted, covered in dirt and sweat. And with cross-eyes, he's not exhausted. Just concentrating the essence of 5 great cuisines into one dish really does tax the mind and body. I don't think there's a chance you will make it. I've got a lot of work to finish. Time to kick it into high gear. One mistake and it's over. I don't have time to go back. And I've got to keep on a blistering pace. This situation reminds me of those days. We're going to a flashback now. That's not how you handle those. I told you to cut the fish into mandolins for this dish. Do it again. You've got to make the broth now. Or back to the Stagnair days he's referring to. He's referring to his old diner days. No, he's going for the Stagnair arc. I have to say one of my all-time favorite was seeing Sho and Tina with Shinomi as senpai of all people was kind of a surprising to see. And prepare the end action shies for everyone. You've got to calculate back from the time that we're supposed to set places. Finish up the preparations already. Otherwise, the other dishes we have got running are going to be affected too. What do you think you're doing, Yukiya? Move! Move! No stopping! An idiot that slows me down will be booted out at the door. Alright, Rachel, loud and clear, master. Here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. Yukiya Soma. This is all for the future. A future just a few seconds away. This moment. This instant. Keep doing your best work. I can't tell you, is that Shinoda talking to him, or that's him talking to himself? Right, someone else's voice. I don't want to see Shinoya actually be in the stance to see this. Okay, looks like time's passed, and we're done. Okay, it looks like we have Nikki, Yoko, no, Yuki, Shun, the two judges, Old Man Nagini, and Jojo looking off with no expression on their faces. Panel sets the dish down. Someone just opens the lid. My, he didn't. He slid right in the last second. And 3 of them in the water to look in, completely shocked. At least one of them, actually 2 of them, have like such a look on their faces. As to what the dish is revealing, I am. And that's time. Now for the tasting of the dishes, because we don't know exactly what their dishes look like yet. We have one more page, and it looks like they're both like spent for wear. He freaking finished in time! Oh, he ain't in time. He freaking finished. You look like you've made it. You look like you've already made it, but the real test comes after the eating. You know. I'll give you a little taste. The taste of a dish this world has never seen. Okay, he was like someone beat the time though, bud. I see he's as cool as ever. Does his bite match his bark? Only to find out in the next chapter, so that's coming out this weekend. By the way, this week is coming out Easter. It's coming out on the Easter holiday, which I'm not too sure Japan celebrate Easter. But if they do, then there's no chapter this week. But again, there's no saying of any hiatus. But being over coast, it's a Christian Catholic holiday this weekend. So probably there's a video. If there's chapter releases, I will do a video. If not, I won't. That's the reason. So whenever that happens, whenever the chapter happens in this past weekend, I'll do my videos. If they're not released, I won't do them. But we'll probably do a video between. Wherever the situation happens. So until next time, leave a like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend. And next time for the next video. Laters.